Before we get into this, take a second to subscribe. Stories like this hit different when you don't miss the ending. She was glowing with joy at the party, laughing and dancing like I didn't exist. That was the first thing that broke me. Not the cheating. Not yet. Just the way she moved through the room like she was finally free. The music thumped through the rented hall, bass vibrating up through the floorboards. Strings of warm lights hung from the ceiling, softening everything, making the night feel forgiving. It was Mark's birthday, my best friend since college, which meant half the room knew our story. Or at least they thought they did. Lena hadn't come in with me. She'd texted earlier, running late. Don't wait. A harmless message. Normal. Except she used to send voice notes when she was late. Little updates. Apologies wrapped in affection. Lately, it was just texts. Short ones. Efficient. Like emails. When she finally arrived, heads turned. She wore the green dress I once said made her look like summer. She didn't look at me. Not even a glance. Instead, she laughed too loud at something someone whispered in her ear. A guy from her office. I realized, the one whose name popped up on her phone more than mine these days. Evan. I stood by the drinks table, plastic cups sweating in my hand, watching my girlfriend fall in love with the room, with the music, with the attention, with anything that wasn't me. An hour passed. Maybe two. She danced. I checked my phone. Nothing from her. I sent a simple message, you okay? Seen. No reply. I remember the small things I'd brushed off, the way she angled her phone away, the sudden password change, the work dinners that ran late but never included pictures. I told myself relationships go through phases. I told myself trust meant not asking questions you were scared of answering. Then I saw it. Not a kiss. Not a touch. Just her phone lighting up on the table as she danced across the room. Face up, unlocked for a second too long. One preview line. A name. And 4 words that didn't belong to me that I didn't pick up her phone. I didn't need to. Those 4 words burned themselves into my chest like a brand. I wish you were here. Not sent to me. Sent to Evan. My ears rang as if the music had suddenly cut out, even though the bass kept pounding. The room felt tilted. Everyone else kept moving, laughing, shouting over the song, raising glasses, while I stood there frozen, holding a truth I hadn't prepared for. I watched her more closely after that. The way she laughed and immediately checked the edge of the room, like she was looking for someone specific. The way she stepped away to answer a call, turning her back, lowering her voice. When she returned, her smile was softer, private, like it belonged somewhere else. I followed her without thinking when she slipped out onto the balcony. Cool night air hit my face, sharp and sobering. She leaned against the railing, typing fast, thumbs flying, smiling down at her screen. "Who are you texting?" I asked. She jumped. Actually jumped. Her phone locked instantly. "God, you scared me," she said too quickly. "Just work stuff." At a party. At 10 at night. On a Saturday. I nodded, even though my chest felt tight. "You've been distant lately." She sighed like I was exhausting her. "Can we not do this here?" That was new. She used to say, "Talk to me." Now it was not here, not now, not this. Back inside. She avoided me completely. Danced with her co-workers. Took shots I didn't know about. When Evan leaned in to say something in her ear, she didn't pull away. She laughed and touched his arm. Casually. Intimately. My phone buzzed. A message from Lena. "I'm staying a bit longer. Don't wait up." She was 10 feet away from me. I stepped into the hallway, heart pounding, and did the thing I'd promised myself I'd never do. I opened our shared tablet app, one we'd synced years ago and forgotten about. Her messages loaded slowly. Then, all at once, weeks of late-night conversations. Inside jokes I didn't recognize. Complaints about me. About how I didn't see her anymore. About how Evan made her feel alive. Then I read the last message she'd sent before coming to the party. "Tonight feels like the right time." Right time for what? I didn't confront her right away. I don't know why. Maybe part of me wanted one last moment where the truth wasn't loud yet. I waited until the party thinned out, until the music softened and people started hugging goodbye like nothing had shattered. She found me by the coat rack. "You ready?" she asked, like we were still us. Outside, the parking lot was quiet. Yellow streetlights. Cold air, our breath visible between us. She unlocked the car, then stopped when she saw my face. "You read them," she said. Not a question. I nodded. My voice came out calm, which surprised me. "How long?" She stared at the ground. "It just happened. It always just happens to people who stop choosing." "You were glowing tonight," I said. "I almost didn't recognize you." Her eyes filled, but she didn't deny it. I felt seen. That hurt more than the messages. Because I'd spent months trying, planning dinners, asking about her days, reaching for her in bed while she scrolled past me. "So what was the night?" I asked. "Your exit?" She swallowed. "I was going to tell you. At the party, while I stood 10 feet away. I took my keys from her hand and placed them back in her purse. "I'm not your ride home." She looked up sharply. "What?" "You've already left," I said. "I just caught up." She cried then, quietly, said my name like it might still work. But something in me had gone still. Not angry, not loud, just done. I walked home alone, packed a bag, left my key on the counter where she'd see it first thing. No note, no speech. I didn't want to be another story she twisted to feel better. Weeks later, I saw a photo online. Her and Evan, smiling, glowing. The caption said "finally happy." I didn't block her. I just muted everything. Healing didn't come fast, but it came honest. I learned that love isn't about staying when you're invisible. It's about leaving before you disappear. If this story hit close to home, share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe. You're not alone in this.